time you order clam chowder or fish chowder from your favorite seafood restaurant, you may want to think twice. Most recipes use lots of butter and heavy cream, which is why I decided to give chowder a healthy makeover. Hi, I'm Liz Weiss, and for this recipe remake, I create a creamy base for fish chowder using low-fat milk, and I add lots of vegetables to amp up the good nutrition. Let's go ahead and get started, and we're going to begin with 1 1/4 pounds of seafood. This is haddock. You could use cod. I've cut it into 1-inch pieces. It's lean. It's a great source of protein. We also have potatoes. You could use Yukon Gold potatoes or yellow potatoes. This is a pound of potatoes that I've cut into 3/4 inch dice. And then we have carrots, 12 ounces of carrots, also cut up into little pieces. This is so it cooks up till it's nice and tender. And you're going to need an onion, 1 onion, also chopped up. And we're almost done. I've got, let's see, olive oil, 2 tablespoons of extra virgin olive oil. Starting to build our flavors here. 2 tablespoons of sherry wine. In that goes. And a tablespoon of Worcestershire sauce. And then we've got a couple of seasonings. I've got 1 bay leaf, salt and pepper, celery seed, and dried dill. Right, and there we go. And then just stir it all up. Stir it gently. We don't want to harm our fish now, do we? Stir that up. And then we're going to bake this in the oven at 375 degrees for 1 hour. About 15 minutes before the fish is done, you're going to make your cream sauce. And I say cream sauce, but you know it's really not a cream sauce. So in a medium saucepan, I've got 1 ounce of pancetta ham. I chopped it up, I sauteed it, I drained away the excess fat. I've got this over medium heat, and now I'm going to add 3 tablespoons of butter. This is unsalted butter, and I need to let the butter melt into the saucepan. You can hear it sizzling. It's going to melt pretty quickly. So the butter is melted, and now we add 4 tablespoons of all-purpose flour. And we need to whisk this flour in. It's going to look a little lumpy at first, but don't worry. Keep whisking. And you'll need to whisk that for 2 minutes. You want that flour to cook because it's the flour-butter combo that's going to help to thicken our sauce. So now we're going to add 2 cups of 1% low-fat milk. This is how we keep the fat down in this recipe. And we're also going to add 2 cups of chicken broth. I like to use an all-natural chicken broth or a chicken stock. All right, keep whisking. We're going to raise our heat. And we need to bring this to a boil. And that's going to take a few minutes, so we just have to whisk away and make sure that the flour gets incorporated into our liquid. So once your sauce comes to a boil, you can lower the heat just a little bit and then continue to whisk and let it simmer gently for about 3 minutes. You want your sauce to thicken. You know, and I call it a sauce, but really it's the base for your soup. And it's rich and it's creamy, but you made it with low-fat milk. So once it's done, you can pour this in with the finished fish and the vegetables, stir it up gently, take out the bay leaf, and you know what? Soup's on. My chowder is packed with a boatload of good nutrition. We've got vitamin A from the carrots, vitamin C from the potatoes. We've got calcium from all that low-fat milk. And it's just so much fun to eat, especially when you top it with oyster crackers at the table. And of course, it tastes great. So good. For Meal Makeovers, I'm Liz Weiss.